Hello and welcome. I am glad you are joining me here today. This video is to teach you the Asdf alphabet. It is an introduction to the Asdf language. The Asdf language is one that not many people know, so hopefully today I will give you a chance to explore and improve yourself through languages. So the Asdf alphabet has 8 letters. They are A, S, D, F, J, K, L, and Y. The Y looks like a semicolon, but you can type it as a semicolon on your keyboard, but the name of the letter is called Y. So we have the letter A, and A is important because it makes two different vowel sounds. It makes A when it is by itself. One A says A, very easy, and two A makes O. Two A next to each other says O, and then so because of this, if you put three A, it makes the sound ow. A and O makes ow. That is 3A. A very good word to use to learn the letter A is afal. Afal means apple. You can see it is very straightforward. You have A and A. But if you squish A's together to make O sound, a very good word to learn is auto. Auto means car. The next letter for you to learn is S. This is very easy because it is a consonant. One thing I forgot to mention for you, very important, is that you do not want to capitalize letters unless they are proper noun. Asdf language does not capitalize letters for beginning of sentence. We capitalize the whole proper noun, such as a name, and then if it is partial proper noun, we would only capitalize the first letter, but we can get into partial proper nouns later. So the letter S always makes an S sound. The only time it breaks this rule is for the word zu, which is spelled apostrophe S. The word zu means something possessive, but after that, S always makes S sound. A very important feature to learn in Asdf is that if two consonants squish together, it makes the sound oo. This not happens all the time, but when there needs to be a vowel, that is how we say oo. There is not a letter that makes the oo sound, so then you never have oo on the beginning or the end of a word. A good word to learn for S is sus. Sus means pig. You can see that between the two consonants it makes an oo. Very easy. Another S word that is good to know is sa. Sa means four. Okay, the next letter in the alphabet is de. De is a very easy letter to learn. It always says de sound, so there is not confusion. You already learned the rule about making oo sound when the consonants are side by side. A good first word to learn for letter D is duda. Duda means to hear. Another great word for this letter is dasos. Dasos means wood. There are lots of other useful words for this letter D, but we will do vocab lesson later. After that, we have the letter F, which is also very simple. F always has an F sound, not ever a V sound like it does sometimes in English. So, you know how to write the letter F. Some words that start with F are fold, which means the earth, as well as we have faf, which means picture. It sounds a little silly, but it makes it easier for you to remember that. The next letter after F is J. The letter J always makes the J sound. It is not ever an H sound or Y sound, just J. A good J word for you to learn is juice. Juice is spelled J-S, only 2 letters. Another easy J word to practice is judge. Judge means judge. It is words that both come from English. Asdf has other J words that are harder once you feel comfortable with the alphabet. K is our next letter. I think we use it a bit more than in English. It always makes K sound. Some opposites you can learn with K are caldo, which means hot, and cold, which means cold. So now you have them side by side of each other so that you do not get them confused. L is the last consonant of the alphabet. It is also just only makes an L sound, which is good. Some nice words for you to learn for this sound are luz, which means light, and then also lux. Lux means place. Okay, we are almost there. The last letter of the Asdf alphabet is ye. Ye is important because it also makes 2 or 3 vowel sounds. If you remember how a says both a and o, then ye is the same way. Ye makes the sounds of an e, I, or y. If you take one ye, it says e. 2 ye says e, and 3 ye would make a ye. Now, there may be exceptions when letters are next to each other, but I'm describing for you how the ye will behave when it is by itself. For example, it may behave differently at the beginning of a word, depending on consonants and vowels. Important thing to remember is that it makes e, I, or y. Some good words to learn to get used to this letter are is, which means to be, is, and then ye, which means her, ye. Tekuji, and thank you for watching. I hope you practice. Until next time.